derping out because we checked the stream archive and it was absolutely fine. So totally wasn't just me trying to get another go or anything. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. It wasn't really. It was just it was coming up as a black screen, but the video's there. So if anybody was here watching and it wasn't working, the VOD's available and will be available on YouTube after we're done. So let's try out this final map then, because I haven't had a look at this one, and then you can have another go and whatever you fancy.
Well, we'll have seen all the maps now, so
sure.
I had quite a long go. I had like twice your length, so whatever you get here will be good enough, I think.
We could jump in one of the hosting a map just to show some of the customization options and make it a quick run on that. Get one where it upgrades like every turn or something, just to show what it's like.
Yeah, because
it seems to have changed the accuracy on the weapons as well, made them a little bit less accurate, so you have to get in closer.
The later guns were more accurate. The LMG and the one before it were pretty much spot on. So it's probably just these earlier.
Massively increased the speed of those guys, haven't they? You do have to actually sprint to get away from them now.
That's probably in response to my backpedaling.
A lot of people are doing that, and it makes sense that you do that, but they don't want to make it so that you can just outrun them indefinitely. And again, maybe these weak ones, but the higher tier ones, you definitely want them to be able to catch up.
Yeah,
so you can't just cheese it.
What happened for me at the show is I realised very quickly that the little ones and the biggest ones couldn't keep up with you, and only the ones that prioritise you could. So I was backpedaling just to exploit the enemy speeds.
Can have a quick look around here. They've like the MRI units, and this is really dark now.
Yeah, wasn't on the other map. It's just on this one.
And this is the sleeping quarters, isn't it?
Yep.
They were thinking about having that actually do something as well, but at the moment it's mostly cosmetic.
I guess they'll probably have it be like some kind of supply thing for maybe you can like skip the night or something, or skip the day.
Yeah,
in the survival mode.
To the like the crafting and carding, whatever you want.
We didn't talk about that yet.
Did touch on it very briefly.
Yeah, they
would have objectives and what have you.
They were going to add a separate like survival type mode where the aliens will come out during the day and attack your base, and at night you can go out into the wilderness and explore and find resources, craft and do your thing.
Yeah, and you'll have new objectives spawning. But you'll be going into caves as well, so you'll see them in their natural habitat. So it will kind of tie in with the single player where you're finding out what they're doing. I don't want to talk too much about that. They did give us quite an in-depth talk about a lot of it, and figure don't want to go into too much and let people find out for themselves when they play it. But I'll say
I'm not sure how much they wanted us to give away.
It's certainly very interesting to me anyway, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. Some of the things they said sound really cool. I think they're completely scientifically impossible, but they sound cool all the same. So, you know.
Good to see that glitch with the bugs hasn't been fixed. I like that.
Yep. It is quite nice.
Good chance to rearm and repair the door.
I saw a few just get trapped under the stairs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had that a few times.
That was awesome.
That air conditioner just around the corner to the right from the door as well. Sometimes one would just go sit under that.
That one there?
Yeah. Except outside as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. I remember seeing like 3 of them just
if you go outside and to the
corner.
right, you'll be able to see another one on the outer wall. That one.
Yeah,
sometimes it's the same ones, just on the opposite side, and they'd go under that.
I do remember you going into that room and seeing like 3 of them just stood in the corner, just chilling out.
I remember at one point I was quite cheeky when one was in there. I was like, yeah, I'll just go get some bullets.
Oh, bullets!
Oh. I was lucky.
I wish I could fly right up to the sky. But Jay did, so why can't I?
Might have been one of the bugs they fixed. They didn't give us a list.
Maybe. They said they'd fix at least 9 though.
Yeah.
Or he thought
they were probably worried
9.
that if they told us which ones they'd fixed, that we'd just find more.
Probably. Yeah, we were getting them some free QA. testing whilst we were playing, weren't we? I don't mind. They were a good pair of lads. I'm not sure how many are actually working on the. There he is.
we go.
Not sure how many of them are actually working on it, whether it's just those two or they have more. I mean, the indie sections were just a little table, so there wasn't really much room for more than 2 or 3 people there.
Yeah, the indies didn't really have like any fancy stands or anything like that. They just got a table and a banner that they brought with them themselves, and that was pretty much it. It
was really nice to see how much room they'd given to indies this time around, though, because a lot of conventions won't even do that, will they?
There's 4 aisles of indies, about 5 or 6 of them to an aisle, so...
Yeah, maybe more in some cases.
A couple of them were mobile games, so we did skip those just because we don't cover them. I did play 2 of the mobile games, though.
I mean, we could arguably cover them, because you can play them via the App Store now, the Play Store, through a browser, but they are mobile games. They're not meant for running on a PC. They just will because of Google more than anything. Got to give them that. Google do some great things sometimes. Oh,
he's chewing on it from the inside.
Yeah, like I said, they just sort of prioritised the door. It's because they were all modging in. They just sort of pushed him in, didn't they?
Yeah.
You can't shoot and repair at the same time, by the way. Just so you know.
A lot of them are prioritising the roof because they're trying to get to you. I wonder if they're going to have like a breakable thing on the roof at some point.
That'd be cool. We should suggest that to them.
We just have now if they watch this.
Yeah, there we go. They were really open to suggestions. Yep, another one stuck there, so I'll kill all these guys. That's another bug they're going to fix, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, just look at it. It's such a buggy game. I mean, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. There's one chewing on my ass.
It's janky because it's in, like, pre-alpha, not because it's a bad game.
Oh, far from a bad game. It's awesome.
That's the important distinction to make here. This isn't janky because it's bad. Which is obviously the downside of showing off games like this. If the people showing them off don't say that it's...
Also, even some people will still... It's like the early access thing. You'll go and get an early access game and then early access game, and so many people complain about it being unfinished. It's like, well, do you not know what early access is?
I really hope these guys do bring this to early access. Like, I'd buy it in this state.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't need to, but I would. I think they're worth supporting.
I mean, this build that we've got will update, so
true.
What we've got is what we've got. We won't get any future fixes. So,
what was I say? I can't remember now. Not important. If it was important, oh well, whatever.
They didn't have any idea when they were aiming for release, unfortunately.
It'll be done when it's done, pretty much. I can just sit this way.
This is cool because you can the terrain here is nice and level inside the base, but outside you've got the hills, so you can hit them as they're approaching the walls.
Also, as you pointed out,
get up on the roof and use the low walls to pick them off.
You do have turrets on either side of the base, by the way. It's not just a big open wall there, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you can see some of them falling dead from up here. Looks like a big rock slide. If you look up just a little bit, it's not like a rock slide blocking the valley.
Looks like there's been one at some point, certainly.
I wonder if that's tied to the story, like if that's what's disturbed the bugs in this area or something.
Could well be. I'm really looking forward to that story mode. It sounded awesome.
Yeah, they'd obviously
the concept, if nothing else, was fascinating. Of what the bugs actually are and what they can do. There are a lot of there's clearly been a lot of liberal influences taken from both Aliens and Starship Troopers.
Yeah, they weren't even hiding that. No. Like these are just Clendafu bugs.
Yep. So I wonder if they'll have mother brains as well, like that in Starship Troopers. Yeah, getting them up on here is actually a pretty good idea. It's letting me pick some of them off and sort of funneling them when they do get in.
More interested in rubbing up against the wall than coming up the stairs now.
Well, there's another bug then. I guess we've already found another one for them.
Exploit ho!
Yes. Exploit everything. Exploit all the bugs. Oh, whilst we're out here. Oh, I can't get up it. Here it comes. Whee! That is really
What did it say on the slide?
Quanth? Something like that? Goliath. Big Goliath Quanth.
Quaker Oats.
I thought it might have been like the name of the company or something, like the Quanth Consortium, something like that. Which weapon am I on now?
The one before the LMG.
Some big,
It's like a pulse rifle type thing.
Yeah. This is when it's going to start getting a bit more interesting. Methinks I'm going to try doing that again. Get up on the roof.
Yeah, they didn't seem very capable of getting up there. So
Also, lets me shoot some of them from above. I can see both sides quite easily. Not like massively easily, but I have just upgraded my.
pick them off on the hilltops though as they're approaching.
Yeah, I've just upgraded my turrets for the second time. So, they got up this time. So they might take. Yeah, they took care of the whole way for me.
Apart from 2.
I ain't complaining.
But if you turn around again, sorry. There is different coloured sections of the roof. That's kind of what makes me think it might be breakable later on.
Yeah, I know. Actually, yeah, I did notice that. I think they're going for the idea that it's modular. Like this is one little module for its own thing. That's another module there that has this built onto it.
It's possible it's just a lighting glitch because it's in pre-alpha as well.
It could even just be that because it has something else connected to it, they haven't managed to get the colour right yet, the shaders on it properly working.
You're clipping the floor right now.
No, I'm hitting them. It's just because when I'm zooming in, you're just seeing the gun flashing from the side if I do it like that.
I'm not sure how easy it is to hear on the stream as well, but you can. There's like an electronic like wham sound when you stop firing.
And the different weapons have a different sound to them as well. Right, I'm going to get the walls and the gun again, I think. So I have the LMG. That'll be on my second level walls, won't it?
Yeah.
Seem to be doing okay so far.
The second level walls might limit your ability to shoot over them, but
starting to get a bit of performance wiggling it now as it's getting later into it.
I got up to like wave 12 or something without any.
Might be something specific to this. Oh, one of the devs is here with us. Yes, we definitely are enjoying the game. Very much so. We think we may have found a few more bugs for you to fix, though. We'll show you if you haven't seen already.
We just couldn't help ourselves.
Yep. Die! Die, die, die!
I said I was going to ask the devs something. I've forgotten what it was
whether
already.
That's tied into the story, maybe? Something you want to
No,
ask
it was
like
something else.
There were lots of things we wanted to ask.
I said I was going to email the dev and ask, but now there's one here. And I can't remember what it was.
There were words involved. I remember that much.
There were definitely words involved. Oh, this is terrible.
We're really professional, we are.
Damn it.
It's gone. Right, let's see if this works. I'm willing to risk it.
It's making the sound, but it's not changing the gun.
Nope. I can't load my gun. Oh, it has changed it. Has it?
No.
No, it just took away the ammo because it just emptied my magazine from the looks of it. Well then. What was it we wanted to ask? It was one very specific thing we wanted to ask about it, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
It was something we said for the watchers as well. It was like, this is something we can't answer, so we'll ask the devs later. And
dang it. It wasn't anything like massively important, but
it was a piece of information that would be useful.
Yeah. I'll have to look back through it.
Yeah, we'll go over the video after we've stopped, and we'll send the question over in an email like the original plan was.
Oh, here we go. There's one of the bugs for you. They've done that a few times now.
They're also still getting stuck on the railing occasionally, just to the left of where he's looking now.
They're pretty much at the bottom of these stairs they get done, but it's also there's the odd one who'll just get stuck like
in the railing.
Yeah, right there. And some that still get stuck underneath this. Right, let's see. They said they'd fix something. Let's see if they have actually fixed the lighting in here.
Oh, that's one of the things we were interested in, yeah.
Yes, yes they have. Excellent. Because now
couldn't try these here. Yeah, I couldn't try these at my time at Play Expo because it was too dark.
One of the things he advised is, just get up there and lead one of them inside and use them as a light. But yeah, we can now shoot down from on the walls, which could be great. Get up here because they have to come up them.
You can lure them around the wall then as well.
Around, and if they get too close and you're getting...
Oh,
that's still
off,
a little bit of it. It fell through the floor then. You can just jump off and make a dash for it. Die, die, die!
At least the corpses aren't getting in the way here.
Yeah. And they're just falling straight through the floor.
I love it.
I love it as well. You know, when I see things like this, I kind of hope developers leave stuff like that in as an option just for the lols. Like, play the broken alpha version option in the settings menu. I'd be the type to do something like that. You know, give them an option, put it in the options menu, difficulty settings, like easy, normal, hard, broken alpha version.
This is actually a bit self-serving, but I mentioned my high score to another journalist from Last Talking Games, and he said I did so well, the dev should put me in the game as a character in the story mode.
I could get behind that. You could even call him the judge. I'm down.
He was saying there should be a character with my name on it.
145 kills that time. You're up, mate.
Yeah, I'll take another rug.
Oop, go for it.
Falling over now.
Falling over?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm loving this. It is a lot of fun.
I think I might try the original demo map again. We didn't see much of that.
Yeah, go for it.
We only played like 4 or 5. Oh, well, I remember what we were going to do. We're going to show off the other settings as well.
Do it in an online mode so you can change the number of
We'll set that back to 50.
Supply frequency every level, yeah. Maybe the monster number as well so we can get through them faster. Show off the upgrades faster that way.
Monster number multiplier.
Do it like 5 per level instead of 10.
Sure, just for the sake of showing it off.
Yeah.
Much the dev said the options don't work yet.
Well, the wave one definitely did. I saw him fiddling with that at the expo.
We'd love this to come to early access, like even in the state it's in now. Like, I'm not sure it'd be good for the general public, but we definitely want to play it.
Be a good way for them to get some extra money as well.
True. I was running out of ammo at the most inopportune times, as always. That hasn't changed.
Yeah, the stream's working better now. I was just checking it.
Awesome.
It's running nice and smooth now. I don't know what was going on with it earlier.
Right, so yeah, we're basically just doing this to show off all the upgrades at max level just for the sake of it.
Yeah, get them out faster. Good to see that the wall where lighting in the wall was fixed. Does definitely give new tactical options.
I don't know why I picked up ammo. I'm going to change gun and have to pick up more in a second.
I half remember them saying something about having like different objectives when it's in a team mode as well, so you can have like some people going and repairing, some people running and shooting at different areas. Maybe an enemy multiplier based on the number of people you have. So if you had like 2 people, it'd give you like 15 per wave instead of 10.
Personally, I'd like that to be optional though.
Well, if you set
Plus, you've got games like Killing Floor that just multiplies them by the number of players, and it's insane.
It does a bit, yeah.
Yeah, the round, you're either good enough to survive and the round drags on, or you get stomped.
Yeah. Well, clearly, if you're hosting it, you can change it yourself.
Yeah.
You have some options you can change yourself, which is nice.
We'll start building walls next wave.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't know why I'm going for ammo again.
It's just, it's one of those things that just becomes habitual, doesn't it? You just run in and grab
Well, I was doing it before at the expo, wasn't I? I was firing like 3 rounds and going for more ammo.
The design of that weapon is very similar to the pulse rifle.
It is, yeah.
Very similar.
The other one before the LMG, I don't know what they're calling it. Maybe the dev can enlighten us if he's still in the stream.
He may have just dropped by briefly just to let us know that he'd seen it. I did say
sorry guys, we don't have the page up for the viewers, we've just got the chat box, so we can't tell if you're still here or not.
If you are still here, that is. I'll quick look on the app. It shows we have 2 viewers, one of them's me, and one of them's us, so probably not. Yeah, that's me that commented, by the way.
So,
just in case he was there but wasn't actually, didn't have the sound on or something because he was doing something else. It looks like he just stopped by briefly just to thank us for playing it. I mean, the YouTube link's on it, so you can check it whenever he feels
how
like it.
How many devs have even bothered with that?
Yeah, exactly. That is really nice. He's putting effort in. He did say he was going to try and watch us when we were planning on streaming the night of the expo itself, but then he did also say, that depends on whether I take the computer with me, because I can appreciate not wanting to. Oh, the setup there with a lot of those devs was brilliant. You saw him with the TV and all the kings coming out and they were all professional, and then you look behind the TV and it's just a laptop. The one doing Hypersense now used the NVIDIA Shield, which I thought was a really good idea.
He was having issues with the all the signals in the air were messing with the sound, unfortunately, so it was cutting out. And it was really stuttery.
Yeah.
The video and gameplay were fine, which was really impressive, though.
I'd never used the Shield either. That controller was really nice to hold.
It felt nice, but I didn't like the overall shape of it.
Yeah, aesthetically it wasn't, but it did feel good to hold.
Because if I can get through without firing a single round.
Still, I like my Steam
turret's
controller.
shooting me as it spins backwards and forwards. It wasn't stopping firing.
Silly turret. That was another thing.
They look like they've got a seat on them, like they're supposed to be able to like climb.
Maybe
on
that'll
them.
be an option later. Get inside them. I do know they want to make it so that you can repair them as well to give you something else to do in the stuff.
That's one for the devs. A feature request.
Let us take control of the turret.
Let us jump on a turret.
Definitely.
I've done it again. I went for ammo and just about to change gun.
Well then.
Yeah.
Ashes of the Singularity is today's deal of the day on Steam.
Yeah. Be careful near the turrets if they're in the way you'll be hit. Thank you for that.
We found that one.
We found that out
the hard way.
Without the walls up as well, I actually had one hose me while I was standing next to the door.
Yes.
So that was an interesting experience.
It was indeed.
And yeah, we've lowered the monster counts here, so
we can more quickly show all the upgrades, basically. Yeah. There we go. Graded walls and
we just
all that.
Actually, yeah, I'll keep this gun for another round. And
sure. So we saw the guns earlier.
We have the enemy amount for this run, in case you missed the settings screen.
Have the enemy amount?
Yeah, and we have the resupply.
Oh, halved. I thought you said we have the enemy amount. That's what threw me.
Yeah, we dropped it from 10 to 5, so
yeah,
just so we could burn through it, get the upgrades, and let people see them. Oh, I almost got
hello.
caught on that.
Oh,
Can I get?
how has it been there? Well then.
I am God of all I survey.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you glitches. Do, do, do. Yeah, we'll be expecting our royalty check in the mail for all this bug testing we're doing for you.
I can move, but it's making me fall down, so I kind of don't want to.
Exploits! Actually, yeah, it's not such a bad idea to stay up there and show the upgrades.
Yeah, just don't even fire my gun.
Yeah.
Just shoot any that get to the door that turret's got to take care of.
Pretty much. Although
I wonder if the next wall building's gonna push me up higher.
Well, it's fine now. Although it might be worth jumping down at some point to show after you've got all the armor upgrade.
Yeah.
It's just how much of a beating you can take.
Yeah.
That last one it was one of the big ones as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was going to go 30 seconds to chew through you.
Oh, the wall's going back down with me.
I'm sure you'll look forward to our manned turret then.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, you fell off.
This one didn't build in the centre where I was standing. Oh well.
Look at the gun firing sideways when you sprint. You see that? His gun's in. I love it. I love it. I'm guessing that's something they just. I'm guessing that's something they just haven't properly implemented.
It's just the animation not lining up.
They may be intending it.
I mean, there's no reload animations either, so it's obviously.
Ha! Exploit avoided. He's probably
I'll
just
get you
properly,
next time, exploit.
Probably just haven't set it so that it disables it, because most games do that when you're sprinting. You can't shoot.
Well, it wasn't sprinting; that was just normal walking forward speed.
Oh, right.
There is a full-on sprint as well.
Let's see what happens when you sprint. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's just a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
At this stage, actually, these little bugs and glitches actually add to the enjoyment. They make it even more fun because they're just so silly.
I'm going to be the one to say it. It's still better than a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Less buggy than a Bethesda game, sorry, not better.
Less buggy, even though the bugs everywhere. You're just murdering them all. Oh, that joke really doesn't work, does it? Still gonna make it every chance I get, but whatever. You can't run up the wall, by the way. I tried. You know, the slanted.
Oh
bit.
yeah.
I think you can jump into it, but
Probably.
you can't properly.
We
run
did
up.
glitch into one of the rocks on the other map as
Yeah,
well.
you did, didn't you?
That's another invisible wall for you to raise.
Or just make it a bit more solid, I guess.
I really like that you guys have lowered the ammo count for
Yeah,
the
that was
railgun, because 200 rounds was just allowing me to be ridiculous.
And the reload speed as well seems to be a bit. Refire speed, sorry, is a bit slower.
Yeah, that's a good
there
question.
We go. Everything's maxed out
It
now.
felt a bit different. Did you guys actually change the refire speed on the railgun? It feels like it's like another 1/10 of a second slower.
Mm.
Yeah, look at these turrets now.
Also, it's worth pointing out we're actually running this at 1440p, although the stream's at 720. It's because streams sort of butcher quality, but the game is actually running nice and smooth at 1440p maxed out.
We had a slight frame rate hiccup earlier, but it solved itself pretty quickly.
That could just be the fact that I'm on an AMD card and then they're prone to micro stuttering at the moment. Could have been any number of things.
Question is, am I even going to see any enemies inside?
Maybe. Not if you keep shooting them, you know. Yeah, I wonder what
If
it
I
is
can
that's
even hit
causing.
them.
I wonder what it is that's causing AMD to have so many micro stuttering issues at the moment.
AMD. Oh, hello. My Spider Bros are back.
Spider Bro does whatever a Spider Bro does.
They're not having any trouble with these stairs.
Seems to be the stairs on the right they're fine with, but the ones on the left and and straight ahead
Yeah.
they get stuck on. Then again, we haven't been looking down at them, so for all we know, it could just be like every 10th one gets stuck.
Yeah, we haven't exactly been standing there keeping an eye on it.
Could be every other way. Getting up on that roof is a really good way to hold it down though, because you can see. But if you had a full group,
I was just about to
have
say
two
that.
on either side, you could just sort of swap in and out when you're reloading.
Not only that, but I was thinking like you could, for example, have the guys with the LMGs down. If you upgrade your weapons at different rates, or like deliberately kept different weapons, a couple of guys could stay on the floor with like LMGs, or even up here with the LMGs and thin them out, and then guys on the floor with railguns picking off the big ones that get through.
I mean, the maps themselves are really simple because it's just a big open arena, but the inclusion of the walls and the turrets and the fact that you can climb up does give a lot of tactical opportunities.
The changes in the terrain as well.
Yeah.
Like this one's the opposite to the original map that we played. Wait, no, this is the original map. Sorry, it was the other one that's the opposite.
The one where they have the hills they come over.
Yeah,
That was Lair, I think.
no, Lair was the
Valley.
cave.
It was Valley, where they had the hills that they could come up over.
Yeah.
So it really would let you pick some of them off, even stood down on the ground.
So actually, yeah, I'm gonna let people see how much of a munching you can take from one of these things, from a bunch of these
Several
things.
of these things, even one of them just fell off the edge.
I'll move back.
Wait,
in a bit.
I thought they killed each other.
We'd have been dead 10 times over with like the armor 2 layers down. Is that the LMG Eradicator team combo is exactly the idea. Very cool. The Eradicator, is that the railgun then? I'm assuming.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm just asking now. Although he did say that it was the railgun.
Well, he called it railgun at the show. It might have just been saying that for simplicity's sake. We wouldn't have known what an Eradicator was.
Yeah, maybe. The LMG is really nice though, for just hosing hordes of them. Yeah, it's the railgun. Good name for it. It definitely does just eradicate things. Just murders them.
Yeah, that tier 5 armor's amazing when it doesn't glitch your screen and you can just take a kick in.
Absolutely. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, playing our contact lost. One of the devs is here hanging out just having a chat with us. Still can't remember what it was we wanted to ask.
It's in the video. We can go back over it.
Out. This is actually our second time streaming it. Because the first one went a bit derp. I was just out of curiosity because I'd hidden the chat box behind OBS. I just hopped on the app to have a look, see if anybody was there chatting, and I was just getting a black screen. Okay. Well then.
It's hitting it.
Yeah, see them just pinging off. Sweet. Oh yes, by the way, that big model you had at the expo, how much do you want for it?
We're laughing, but that's a serious question.
That is actually a serious question. How much do you want for it?
The AI glitch is currently being fixed. The one that we just encountered.
Fair enough.
Or are still encountering, rather.
Well, it's like we've said several times, this isn't even really an alpha build, this is just a proof of concept demo, so they're going to be...
It's really good.
Yeah, you've already got a damn fine, really solid game here that, even though neither of us likes hard modes, we're still having fun with it. You've really nailed that sensation of just being a dude with a gun shooting things until they stop moving.
Yeah. I think this glitch is because I jumped up on this narrow platform. Because they were working fine when I was shooting over it, but as soon as I jumped on it, they just gave up. I wonder if I'll get a movement again by dropping off. Yep, they're moving again. Let's see if I can stop them again.
Yep. There you go. We've given you some idea of how to... of what's causing it, at least. Maybe it's something to do with you being up that high, they just lose the AI, because... I don't know much about game design, but could it be that because you're so up high, it's just sort of taking you out of the level?
It's possible. I don't know how the devs have their levels set up, or their AI set up or anything, so...
Well, I'm not saying it's part of the way it's set up. It could just be something specific to Unreal, that if you get to a certain point in a map, it's basically taking you out of the game and everything just sort of freezes.
So complex, it could be dozens of things. It's probably something completely not related. It's probably like the position of the LCD displays inside the base. Scrolling at a particular time.
It could be getting something from the clock on your system. You know, it's Tuesday. It's not, but whatever.
Oh, these ones are moving even though I'm up here.
That one's not.
Some of them are.
Some of them are. Well then. Okay.
Sorry, devs, we can't help ourselves. I'll jump down and stop messing it around. There's only a couple of waves left.
The model is a one of a kind, unfortunately.
Oh, that's one of the things I actually wanted to ask. Did they make the model themselves?
Yeah, did you guys make it yourself?
Was it 3D printed, or did you order it, or...?
It looked like it was maybe porcelain to me.
Yeah, it did.
So... it could have been clay, though. Just well painted. But I didn't touch it because I didn't want to break it, but it looked like porcelain.
It did look rather fragile. But yeah, like... Would you guys be planning on, you know, if you took the game to Kickstarter, for example, would you be planning on offering those as a reward, maybe?
That's what I was just asking in text. It frees you aren't stood on the nav mesh, so to the Akari you aren't on the map. That's what I thought.
Got them all made by someone else.
3D
printed.
Cool. So probably not porcelain then. It'll be whatever it is they're using 3D printers. It's some kind of...
It's like plastic.
It's a resin.
It's extruded plastic type stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we wanted one of those models. As soon as I saw it on the desk, I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
Then again, I was offering to buy things off of other devs as well.
Like the Nippon Marathon guys, that big banner was like, I'll give you a $5 for it right now. Kind of a joke, but the thing is, if it had turned around and said, well, you can have it for 50 quid, we'd have probably just bought it there and then.
Yeah, I'd have absolutely bought that off him for 50 quid.
I'll do that.
But yeah, we'd be up for getting those models if you guys ever plan on producing more of them.
Oh, I think one thing we did want to know is if... Oh, no, never mind, we didn't. Was about the release date, but we already said they don't have any specific idea yet.
Yeah. Let's see, I'll have to... Oh. Yeah, we'll definitely ask Leon. If he wants to pass us his email or something, or if he's on the same email as you, I'm sure we can
I can fire off a few messages via
We can
Facebook
get in
as
contact
well.
with him.
I mean, it does say on your Facebook profile that you're very responsive to messages and usually respond within minutes. I don't know whether it's you that's put that up or Facebook itself, but...
Oh, my reload let that get away.
Oh well, it's going to come up and murder it now anyway.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's just stood there, doing nothing.
Looks like these ones are...
Oh, that was one thing I wanted to know actually. How many of you are actually working on this? 'Cause we only saw the two of you at the expo, but I saw a couple of messages on the Facebook from somebody who said he was working on the sound. I don't know if that was one of you two or...
Yeah, we'll definitely leave a message on Facebook for him then. A suggestion about maybe having it as a backer reward, because we'd pay for those.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only a conflict of interests if you don't disclose it, as far as I'm concerned. I backed Shenmue, I backed Pray for the Gods, I backed all sorts of stuff. You just, when it comes to covering it, just tell them what I put money into this. That way people can make an informed decision as to whether they think I'm giving a fair input or not.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with us saying we like it or want things.
I mean, we're in this for the games after all, so
Yeah, exactly.
why would we play it if we didn't like it? Then we'd be like, Polygon. We've already redeemed game
I mean,
journalism.
I've played lots of things I don't enjoy for reviews.
Well, yeah, there's that, but it's just it's your job. But the thing
Yeah.
is, you at least like gaming, and you didn't know you didn't like it until after you'd already started doing it.
I didn't have a preconception about it being rubbish or anything.
Yeah, there have been a few times I've gone to Simon and just said, I can't do this, it's terrible.
Although in this case with All Contact Lost, I mean I said it right to you guys at the show floor, like I don't like horde modes.
I'm still having fun playing it.
Yeah, and it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
You haven't changed my mind on horde modes, but this one's fun. Are those textures new?
They might be. I don't think we looked at them that close though.
I didn't see them having that much detail in the last
No, I
show
don't
on
remember
the
them
show
having
floor.
that. Might also be. No, we're on the same map, aren't we?
Yeah. It's possible that it was just a blur of colour and
Yeah.
explosions. So
I'm also running at probably a higher resolution than was there.
yeah, it might just look
So-
different because of that.
It could even be improperly loaded because it's not supporting textures of this size.
Yeah.
Although it was like a 1 gig-ish download, so there's clearly a lot
Fairly
of detail.
large. I think
in
it was
there.
about 2.5 gig extracted.
Something like that. Certainly larger than you'd expect for something so relatively small. I mean, some of the other stuff we downloaded, even
A lot
the
of that's-
Marathon was only like 700 megs.
A lot of that's the UE4 engine files though as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Unity's engine files come out to like 300 meg, but UE4's pretty large. Oh hello.
But Ottoman, that was very small. That was UE4 as well. The texture didn't seem nearly as large and detailed because there were a lot of them, but a lot of them were quite simple.
Yeah.
That's not to mark against them, 'cause it's still a nice looking game. It's just it's a different type of nice. It's aesthetic art style rather than high quality or high fidelity or whatever you want to call it. Right, let's see what happens when you finish the final wave then. See if they really were just using that as an excuse to get you to stop.
Loading limbo level. Yeah, we just dropped us out without the kill count,
Fair
so
enough.
it was a good job I died on wave 29.
Fair
Yeah, 29.
Yeah.
Um,
Seems like a good place to call it for this then. We've pretty much done everything unless you want to have another quick run through.
no, I'm good. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice to have pick your brain a bit.
We will email you the question that we forgot
Yeah. If
when
ever
we find
remember.
it.
Unfortunately, I'm just one of the devs, so I'm not certain of the total team size or even how much I can disclose right now. So I'd ask Leon about company-related matters. Was Leon the one we spent most of the time talking to at the expo? Because I didn't think to ask names. He was the guy with the short hair. He was telling me all about the aliens, the backstory of them.
There was so many names got thrown at me. I honestly can't remember
But he seemed
anyone.
quite willing to talk about things, and he clearly knew a lot. And he did say that he was writing. He didn't out and out say, but he was saying that he needed to research more stuff.
Yeah,
so.
we've broke it. It won't even exit.
Right, this is the guy with the long hair, so I'm guessing the other one is Leon then.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we'll definitely send you the question when we go back over the video.
And we'll send you the links to the uploaded version of it as well.
Yeah, we'll have an article going up later in the week.
Yeah, one with long hair,
possibly
short hair.
Possibly at the weekend, because I've got travel tomorrow and then obviously a few days to put everything together. So
yeah, and we'll be putting all of the stuff we've managed to stream. We'll be putting links to the YouTube versions of that in there as well, so people can have a proper look, not just the text on screen.
Yeah, so they'll see that.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for dropping by.
good times.
Indeed.